Hello everybody, I hit the wrong button. Oh, why I keep hitting all these random things beats me. Hi everyone. Guess we're starting really early. It's okay. I can't do my macros, I guess. How's everyone doing? Little early start, I suppose. It's okay. We'll kind of just pretend that never happened, huh? Guys, I am tired today. I made myself a coffee and it's hitting right now. It is just hitting so hard. I didn't sleep very much last night, so I'm trying to do the best that I can today. But you know what? Otherwise, dude, I'm in a good mood. Today's a good day. Nap stream sounds good too. I did some little minor things here and there. Worked a whole bunch. I did a pour over technically, yes. You had me at Void 65 giveaway. What's for dinner? We had pasta. And then let me tell you guys. I didn't really have much food today. I don't know. I've been a little bit not stressed per se, but I've been a little bit tunnel visioned on getting some stuff done. In a very good way. I have not been stressed out at all. Let me be real with you guys. The last 2 days have been actually pretty nice. But yeah, tunnel vision on getting some cool stuff done. I sent in some more some more drafts for those new merch things I want to do. And then, yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff. What's up, Scoop? What's up, Mochi? What's up, Buildwink? How you guys doing? Zany during my brisk 5-kilometer... Hello.
During my brisk 5-kilometer walk, I saw a person who looked like you. I was surprised to see him, but he was 5'10", but I know that the mustache man I love is 6'4".
You're not wrong. Actually, today, because I was feeling really good, I was 6'6". But you're not wrong, Zany. I'm glad you pointed that out. Because I'm today wasn't just a normal day for me. I was feeling good. You know, feeling good, 6'6". Feeling normal, 5'10", my regular height. But I'm glad you pointed that out. That's real important. Is 6 foot standing up or lying down? Hey, Alex, I thought you were 5'6", like me. I can be if you want me to be, Fried. Well, listen, height doesn't matter, everybody. Burn, thank you so much. Yes, we're giving away the Void 65 today. I told you today was going to be good, and I was debating between two keyboards, and I was like, fuck it, let's just give away the Void 65. I don't know. You guys want it? Someone here I know wants it. I have a lot of 65% keyboards right now. I'm going to be 100 with you guys. I cannot fathom having this many 65s. It's just a lot. There's been a lot of 65s that have been coming out lately, so... What color did you pick for the 500C raffle?
Hey, Alex.
This was it silver, I think, or black? One of the two. Is it guaranteed, Fried? I kind of blew through it, Fried. Was it guaranteed, or is it like a literal raffle where I might not actually win? And how many units were there? You and one other person linked me, and I was clicking super fast. You could line an entire wall with them. Massive flex. Not how many units. You know what, Surrender? Okay, first of all, I'm a little disheveled today. I know. I've been tunnel visioning work today, so ignore it. Some good fucking news, guys.
Feel Good Friday, let's go.
It's feel good. It's feel good Friday today. Good news. You remember I told you my rule? I'm only allowed one keyboard in transit at a time? This is not what we're building today. It's fucking here. I don't know when we're going to build this. I'm hoping tomorrow. I am working on getting the switches done. Oh my god, my camera. It's here, dude. Ooh, this keyboard's... I have been so pumped up. And apparently there's going to be extras for this too. You guys want to see it? I already took a sneak peek. I had to. I already took a little sneak peek. Camera on vacay today? I know. I don't know what I want to do it as. They were kind enough to send me, I believe, an extra PCB and plate, because they asked if I wanted to do some extra content on it. I don't know. We're going to build it on stream anyways, but bro. Dude. What a good color. I know. Isn't it super sick? Look at this is why I fell in love with this keyboard. See the polycarbonate, view the different textures, view the different kind of like just the side profile's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe. How come all your keyboards all come with those awesome cases? Not all of them do. I feel like some don't. Look at this. What a vibe. The 5-lever dip, dude, for real. This is exactly what I like in a keyboard. Number 20 of 100. There was a smidge. This wasn't the... I looked it up again, because it's been a while, but this wasn't the documentation or the expectation or whatever guide. There was like a little smidge of a thing there and there. I'm not worried. I don't care. This looks fantastic. I am so happy to have this finally
baby,
in.
that Quantum 16. Wow, yes.
Dude. I know. The middle layer, I forget what the middle layer even is, but yeah, it's a different color. It's so nice, man. Like even, like just look, actually it's better that we do it against the black over here. Look at this. I mean, yeah, this is kind of similar to the iPhone. I'm so in love. I cannot wait to get this thing built, guys. I was gonna do milky yellows, but I think I'm just gonna do vintage switches. Now, if I win the Merci or Merci, I am gonna be, or whatever it's pronounced, that's my next keyboard if I win, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't been lucky in raffles in the past. But my rule of thumb is I'm only allowed one keyboard in transit at a time. This one took a little longer than expected, but it's okay. Whew. It's nice. It's real nice. Super pumped for this, dude. Let me put this off to the side. Have I seen the new Neo802? Like, is there a new one or something? What's up though, Kyra? How you doing? What switches would you recommend for the Event Horizon? I think if I were to rebuild my Event Horizon right now, I would just leave the switches I have. I think I put Nixies. But you know what? I might even do something like a KTT switch. I think I would maybe aim for something, even like the Gateron Curry switches. I've been really vibing with those. Neo just released a page for a Neo75 on Z Frontier. Really? Interesting. Okay, I'll have to take a look. Neo's been coming up with some interesting stuff too. Switches today. I did. I need to figure out if I'm allowed to look at that board or not. I want to look at the LX60. A lot of people have been talking about it. Yeah, we can send links. I just got some JWK seals to replace my black ink V2s. Let's go. Dude, I think you're gonna like them. I actually like the seals, and normally I don't love JWK switches, so I finally acquired the keyboard that got me to the hobby. Wait, which one is it, Elquan? I don't even know this. Dude, the mat is sick. You know, I actually was talking to them about pricing for Canadians on the mat, because I was like, oh, this feels a bit high. And then I realized, and I think this is really important too, and this is my own failure as well. So this is an interesting point. I looked at the prices of the mats, and I was like, okay, this one here is $39 Canadian. Yeah, you get the print with it, which is pretty cool too. And 39 Canadian for a desk pad is a little bit on the higher side. So I think what comes out to 32 USD or something. But then I was told like, oh, did you factor in shipping? And I was like, no, I didn't factor in shipping. So I went to go look at some shipping for other brands that all offer desk pads a little bit lower. And actually, with shipping, this one here ended up being the cheapest desk pad. So, by like $2 or something. You know, that's one thing I always forget to look at sometimes is shipping. So nice.
OMG,
for smaller
we are so
items
old.
anyways. Huh? We are actually kind of getting there. Marcia, 54 months? That is... my brain's not even registering that. That's how long we've been doing this? Jeez. Alex, houses are looking to finally be in our price range in our area. Hopefully we'll be able to buy a house soon. Ooh. Are you going to do like a fixer-upper, or do you want to do... What are you thinking? Shipping here in the Philippines is killer? Yeah. I mean, most stuff in Canada, and this is why I normally look at shipping prices, but most stuff in Canada also feels bad right now, dude. I do have one funny story before we start today. So today, okay, I went to go look. Okay, backstory. I was looking at this person on Twitter who has this amazing setup, and I was looking at this monitor arm that she had, and I'm like, that monitor arm looks dope. All right, so this was the other day, and I was like, I wonder how much that monitor arm costs. Like, my monitor arm is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'll be the first to admit it's kind of ugly because it has the word Amazon Basics. It's not the most visually appealing monitor arm. I was like, okay, let me go look this up. Found out it's made by a company that got acquired by Herman Miller. I was like, fuck, this is about to be real expensive, huh? Found out that one of the places that carries it says inquire for pricing, which should have been my first clue. This is really fucking expensive, but it didn't click in because I was so like, I gotta see how much this thing is. I also looked at some other websites that actually had the pricing, and it was pretty expensive. But I was like, maybe because that's in Europe, or maybe because that's like a one-off thing that they have, whatever. So I was actually passing by the store while I was going to the post office, and I was like, let me step inside and ask. So I stepped inside and asked. And I said, hey, do you guys have the Flow monitor arm from Herman Miller here? And, you know, they typed it on their computer. They're like, yeah, we got a few, but none on display. I was like, oh, how much are they? Because I'm really considering, and my mistake was saying I was really considering getting one. That was my first mistake. And then they said, it was like $480. I looked at her and I was like, oh, $480 for a monitor arm. And at this point here, she's like, do you want me to go get you one? Because I played it so smug that I wanted to get one. And I was like, oh, but you don't have one on display? I had to think quick, guys. I was like, but you don't have one on display that I can quickly see before I make the purchase? And they're like, no, we don't. We don't really have those things on display. I said, oh, so nice.
Hello there.
Hi, Steve. I was like, I don't... Panicked. I think I was sweating a little bit too. I was like, oh, I'll come back and think. I need to think about it because I don't want to buy without looking at the display. And I hustled out of the door, bro. Real quick, dude. Hustled right out, dude. 400 and that's without tax. Imagine with tax, dude. For a single monitor arm. Oh my god. This probably shouldn't ask us your numpad for the combo. Dude, for real. Too relatable. Oh my god, that's not the worst I've heard. I mean, there's definitely expensive ones, but this is not like an industrial one either. This is just like some designer one. I mean, that makes sense because it's designer. Whatever. Whatever. My Amazon one was like $100, and I thought that was expensive, so I think we're gonna be stuck with this one here for a while. Did someone already ask what the awesome desk pad is? This is from... What is the name of this again? I always forget. This is from 1of0, but I just don't remember the name of the desk pad. It's like... you know... Hold on. Rhythm Core. That's what it is. Rhythm Core. I don't know why I keep forgetting that it's called the Rhythm Core desk pad. But it's from 1of0. I absolutely love this thing so far. It's fucking sick. It's a sick desk pad. Music's a bit loud? Oh shit. I am so sorry about that. There we go. Better?
Another month, another sub. Wow.
Thank you, Jabal. Thank you, dude. Oh, and for the Void 65 giveaway, it will be the cursed layout for now. I think there was a second PCB in there. I can't remember now. But I will not be giving away the Greg Keycap set to go along with it, but it will ship as the cursed layout, okay? Just letting you guys know. It was starting to sound like a city tour vlog. Oh, my bad. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit high and thought I was tripping. Wait, new desk? Yeah, Mercy, we've had this for a while. We match? Oh, you know what? We do, kinda. I got this sort of recently-ish. Because the other one was getting kind of bad, Mercy. It was kind of very warped, so. And also, thank you again, Mercy. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jabal. Thank you, Burn. Darren, thank you. AA9, thank you. Thank you guys all so much. And Burnsy, thank you again for the subs, man. It's called the FLO monitor, or monitor arm from, I think there's two companies who technically, one manufactures, and I think Herman Miller either acquired the company or buys from them. I have no idea. But it's called the Flow monitor arm. It looks real pretty. And I was like, damn, that is really nice looking. But I cannot justify the price of that. It is orange, yeah. All right. So weird that the Sonnet doesn't look like it has machines caps on it yet. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to put it on. You're so right that I think that would work so well on this. Okay, so before we actually look at the keyboard today, this was sent by a brand called Miix. Miix, without going into too much details, because it's probably a snooze fest, they're behind a lot of the... they're a manufacturer, and they're behind a lot of the keycaps that people use. So they do a lot of stuff in this hobby. They're pretty involved in the China market, which is awesome. And the board that we're actually going to be looking at today already ran in the Chinese market, and it did really well, apparently. It's a little bit more out there. I actually think it's really fucking sick. I was hesitant on taking the board for this, and not gonna lie, seeing it in person, I don't know if I'd choose the color, because I already took a sneak peek at it just to make sure it was all in the box. But they have some interesting colors for this, and they also have some really crazy products on their website. I don't know if you guys want to go take a look, but there's some, they make like Game Boy, well, it says coming soon, but like Game Boy Advance aluminum shells. It's crazy. But they've done a few boards in the past. They've done a really cool 65% keyboard. It was called the, what's it called? The Redeem 65 or something? Let me triple check the website here. They've done some other really cool stuff. Reborn 67, that's what it's called. And, I mean, some of the stuff looks really fucking sick. It's a different aesthetic. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I don't know if everyone's going to be into the aesthetic of keyboard today. But I really hope everyone at least has some fun with today's stream, because I think it's a really neat project. But they sent over some other stuff. I opened a few because I didn't know what these were. And I don't know prices for these, just so everyone knows. I don't know when these are coming out. They sent these as like a little, if I want to take a look, take a look. But they're metal keycaps. And they sent a whole bunch out for me to take a look at this. And we'll probably end up maybe putting these in some giveaway type stuff, but... So they have this little guy. It's a star metal keycap. I love the packaging for this too. This Love Punch one, which comes with 8 pieces. I was like, what is this thing? And then I opened it up. This is probably the cutest one. And these are actually some of the textures they use on the keyboard. So like some of the coatings. I thought this was really cute. So they're little artisan metal keycaps. I don't know cost of these. Again, today's more about the keyboard, but I thought maybe this would be kind of cool to look at. I thought these were so cute. Yeah, it's pretty unique. I actually think the whole thing they're doing with these is pretty unique. We'll open up some here to show you guys. Yeah, that is a really cool way for people to sample Neo802. And look at this. This is what was cool. Maybe this is the least cool one, because I'm not a big fan of metal space bars. Look at the packaging. For just some again, I don't know cost, but look at these things. They're pretty neat looking. I don't know the quality of these, because obviously I've never used them myself. Like this one here, these have waves to them and stuff like that. See that? They're supposed to be wavy. Hence all the wavy text and stuff like that. Look at these. They're wavy. Really cool. Pretty neat looking. So these are just some different things. Dude, I was pretty blown away by these, I'm not gonna lie. This one here I thought was really fucking sick, by the way. Look at these. Yeah, dude, Burn, I was thinking the same thing, man. It's nostalgic. It feels almost like a cassette. If I'm being real, it feels like, yeah, it's very cassette feeling. Even the takeout please over here. they need, I'm gonna open this from here up with you guys now too. They need to give me more info on these. I need to know pricing. So not all the set comes with the space bars. No, these are all separate things. This is completely different from the keyboard as far as I know. This says letters on it. And it says 26 pieces. Aluminum. Toshi Industrial Design. Maybe we can try to find these? These weren't on my like to-do list to find, I'm not gonna lie. I was more concerned about the actual product that we're supposed to take a look at today, but when I saw these in the box, I was debating, oh, these are cool if you want metal keycaps. These are really different. Oh, wow, this is neat. So these are all metal, huh? And they have like a texture on them that almost makes it look like they're made of stone. These are really fucking cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to try finding this with you guys now. I really like these. Interesting. Oh, put it back in here. But yeah, you can see they're produced by the same company, right? Damn, these are like quality cases too. It's like hard plastic for this one. Cool. I mean, I can't imagine these being cheap, but I'd love to know the actual pricing of these things. Time to make Alexotos on the Sonnet? Yeah, maybe. What's this one? This says Capzine Reload Pack. We'll take a look to see if we can find these online. Oh, thank you so much, Oak. Okay. I don't really know what these ones here are. They're fun though. Like, they're fun shapes, they're fun colors. Kind of a good way to sample some of the coatings they use too. Their official website is on the build command, and I would assume these would pop up on their website eventually. But it also says 2023, so I don't know if these were like last year or something they did these. I want to also keep in mind, this is primarily a company that does well in China, and I guess outside of North America. They are showing us, like they did say like this is their first time, not, I wouldn't say first, but this is kind of like a different move to kind of, this is really cool actually. Look at this. Get keycaps like this. Sorry, I'm going off topic. They did say this is more of like a way to get introduced, I guess, into a different market, and they're not sure, like they don't know what people want. I would buy the shit out of these, depending on prices, but even these would look so cool on a desk. This is really cool. That is super, super neat. Wow. I'm really blown away by this. I'm curious how you typically handle giveaways for someone winning the shipping
Hi Alex,
process.
I'm curious how you typically handle your giveaways from someone winning to the shipping process.
Did you fill out the form 001 from the other day? I typically do shipping, so just so everyone knows too, I typically do shipping twice a week. I already did my twice a week this week. I will be packing the next set of giveaway stuff probably Sunday night or Monday morning. And then since you left me your email, you'll get an email with the tracking code. And that's it. There's nothing else you need to do. I pay for all the shipping. There's no need for you to pay shipping. That's it. Pinky swear it. These are cool too. Yeah, like I said, I think the board is going to be very stylized. Is that for the giveaway? For what? Sorry. Hi, by the way. Hi. Hello. Oh, this is the wrong board. Okay, let's take a look at today's board. So, again, I took it out of the box, and I'll show you guys what the box looks like. This is what the box looks like. It's actually pretty nice. Oh, yeah, the info about shipping, yes. I mean, that's just with even client builds and stuff, too. client builds I ship twice a week, but that's for that you have to pay for shipping. Alrighty, so there's a bunch of accessories that come with this. These are just little things that go all over the keyboard, and these are all made of metal as well. So the one thing I want to say that, again, because I've already sort of looked at this, and this is called the Neo802. They have a version 1 of this that already, like, that was a very small run that they did. The version 2 apparently did pretty decent, pretty well. I shouldn't say decent. I mean, it sold 500 plus units, they said, in the China market. And those are being prepped to ship right now, and they have done other projects. Plus, again, this brand, Miix, actually produces a lot of other stuff for other people as well. Now, I won't say who, just because I don't know if that's something I'm not supposed to say, and I want to respect that. But it is quite nice. Now, the board, the price on the website is not correct. They put that as just something there. I don't know why they just didn't put a price. But it's not a finalized price point yet. Let me actually get you the rough price point. Actually, I have to change this into USD because I don't know what this comes out to USD. It looks like with the wrist rest, this will be about $450. It's not $800, but it looks like about $450, which when you guys see how many parts are on this thing, it looks interesting. They did ask us to take a look at this today. I'm going to be as critical as I can. But I think I want to take this in as a different approach because I feel like this isn't just this is obviously a functional keyboard, but I think this is a very different style, and we have to kind of be aware of this being a totally different style. I love what they did with the packaging, by the way. Now, how to get this out, I'm not too sure. Let's actually take this lid off first. That's so nice. G00, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, guys. And here's the board. I guess let's actually take out this. Remember, Alex, to be critical, you have to be negative. Yeah, I know, right? You have to be angry. Oh, some stuff underneath here. This is a bulky, heavy... Holy crap. This is a wrist rest? Wait, what's under... Does this flip up? Oh, it totally does. And this is magnets. Interesting. Yeah, only yelling. I think this goes in... No, it doesn't go there. Giving off Star Wars vibes? I mean, it's pretty cool. We'll show off the wrist rest after we unbox all this. Yeah, it's a metal wrist rest. And here's the board. Now, this one here is silver, and it looked like, from the photos I've seen, there's other colors. I'm not sure what they're going to settle with at the end of the day. But the board looks freaking cool. I'm not going to lie. I actually... On the photos, it looked super bulky, and I was a little... That's, I think, the biggest reason why I was hesitant to take a look at it, because I'm like, man, if I don't like the style of this, I think it's really going to affect the way I look at it. In person, it looks a lot better. And I love this... I don't know if it's like a powder coating they used, but it's actually pretty cool. Like, it's a pretty neat style. It's very, like, loud. And if you don't like loud keyboards, let's already say, like, let's clear the table with that. You're probably not going to like this. This is a very loud keyboard, you know, from the writing, you know, the Toshi industrial design, which, believe it or not, just, like, adds to this aesthetic, to all these just little pieces everywhere. You might not like this. It's going to have, like, little knobs on the corner that you can fiddle with. Which seems to be a staple in some of their designs. Like, we're gonna be able to put this on, and you'll be able to twist this. It's gonna be like a fidget spinner type thing as well. Again, some more fun stuff in the back. Plug in, very loud. It feels a little bit Matrix inspired, but I would say like cranked up a smidge too. It has some personality. I enjoy it. It's weird though, because I don't think it's a loud personality that I don't like. Because there is loud and busy that doesn't work. I kind of like this. The bottom stick, yeah. It has this very, very shiny, I don't know what this is again, maybe a powder coat of some sort. Could even be like a lacquer style finish. Yeah, it's a bit of both. And they did say this is themed around being like a retro keyboard, which, you know, sort of ish makes sense. Not really, but... And then it should have some feet that go along here too with a whole bunch of screws. And I don't know how we're going to build this up today, but we'll figure that out. Now, I don't know how we take this apart, to be honest with you guys. So we're going to have to, I think it's like a system in which I'm not too sure. This is far more cyberpunk than retro. Yeah, a little bit. Definitely a smidge. I think this might be one of those catchball systems, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to unscrew some stuff and figure it out. Cool. And there's a bunch of accessories. No, this is not anything to do with Neo, the company. This is just called the Neo. Naming scheme-wise, I would highly suggest for them to not call it the word Neo, because I think that might be a bit too confusing. But any build guides? Not that I saw. Hold on one sec, guys. Not that I saw. It is really warm today, so the air conditioning constantly turns on because it is so hot. This is not Matrix. This is not QWERTY Keys or Neo or Owl Labs or anything like that. Now, one thing, Alquan, thank you, dude, for the 5 tier 1s, man. Appreciate it, dude. One thing I'm curious about is the PCB, which I have not looked at yet. But from a purely aesthetic standpoint, guys, it's actually pretty fun. I don't think this is going to be for everyone, and we need to keep that $150. It is definitely not an everyone keyboard. Sorry, I'm being a little bit too rough with this. But it's being produced by Miix and the designer, I guess, Toshi Industrial Design. Interesting plate. I believe this is an FR4 plate of some sort. It does have some flex cuts on the plate itself, with some fun kind of script on the side. Cool. So nice.
Keepweeb underscore
like
gifted a tier 1 sub to universal underscore MVM.
Cool. Now, it does have some flex cuts on this, which means we'll probably use some foam. I'm not hurt by this. I would love to see them if they're breaking into the Western market or want to kind of explore the Western market. I would suggest offering more PCB options. I don't know if that's already in the playing cards for them. It's not an aggressive amount of flex cuts. I will say that. It's not like the meme cuts where you see on every single key. Obviously, this still will affect sound signature to some degree. I don't know if this is a 1.2 or 1.6 mil PCB. Again, the info I have is slightly limited, so I'm not 100% positive. Not sure what's supposed to be over here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There's some stuff in here too. We'll have to open this up and figure out what's in here too. Hibiscus. Or hibiscus? Hibiscus. Dude, I've never met a single person on this planet who's called it hibiscus. Because we're using hibiscus switches today. What would you guys... We did? What would you guys... Hibiscus? How do you guys pronounce it? Oh my god, this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to feel stupid afterwards. Here comes Adam. Oh gosh. You right, Alex? Hibiscus? Tease, that fucked with my brain, dude. How do you typically go about deciding on which keyboard you should get? Currently, can't decide between Dune, Obsidian TKL, and Ripple. It's really just what speaks to you, man. Like, the Quantum spoke to me. You know, there's other boards that speak to me that I'm just like, I have to get this. I've bought in keyboards that don't even sound, you know, anywhere near what I like. Because I just like the way they look. Like, there's some I'm just like, I'd like to have that in my collection. You know, the ones I go out of the way for, you know, they have to mean a lot to me. All right. Now we have to figure out how we open this thing. Because I am unsure. I am not sure how we open this, but we're going to find out, dude. This feels, I would love for them, by the way, another suggestion, and I think this matters a lot for stuff like this. Include a build guide in the box. I don't think there was anything in here. I'll triple check one last time. Definitely include a build guide. I think that's super, super important. I'm going to double check that they didn't send me one, because I didn't see any attachments of any sort, but I'll triple check. I don't think there's anything. It's okay. We'll just have some fun opening this up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited too. It seems like a fun little project to do today, no? I do like the bottom a lot though. There's a small part of me that's kind of a sucker for like lots of different text and well done, you know, almost typography in a way. I love stuff like this. I have a sore spot. No, not even a sore spot. Sorry, a soft spot for stuff like this. But I do think it is very, very, very divisive. Some people may hate stuff like this. Nice thing is these screws feel really, really, really good. Very enduring for me. You like this kind of stuff? Way Too Lucky? It's like those filler texts in sci-fi gaming interfaces in the 2000s. A little bit, yeah. There's some screws over here too. Take these off. The screws feel really good unscrewing them. Sometimes it's a weird thing to kind of portray, but sometimes screws feel pretty shitty when you take them off. So is there like magnets or something? No, okay. So there's just one piece. There's a lot of pieces to this. We'll have to count. We'll try to count or something. Am I getting the LTT precision screwdriver? No. Honestly, that stuff, like the precision screwdriver stuff, it doesn't really interest me. I like my little doodads, don't get me wrong, but this is underneath. We'll find out, I guess. The only answer is the vessel screwdriver. Which one's the vessel? So this is a whole other piece as well. I don't even know if we need to take some of these off, but I'm just going to explore what this keyboard is. So maybe it can serve as a good little guide for people in the future. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Just use a knife. I wish you'd explore me. It does look like we have to unscrew it though. This thing might have more screws than the Jane. I mean, it has like a decent amount of screws so far. I almost thought this was a Matrix board. It feels a little bit Matrix inspired, huh? I can definitely agree with that. So is that it for screws? Oh, that's it for screws. Okay, that wasn't so bad, by the way. In fact, I don't think we needed to unscrew some of these. And to illustrate that, let's actually take a look. Why are there so many plates in here?
Alexotos.
Oh, there's another PCB. Hey, no flex cut PCB. Let's go. Wait. That makes me happy. Let me see. I want to see if actually are we allowed to put some of this stuff back on? Oh, so we didn't need to unscrew this one. It looks like we only had to unscrew this front panel to get access to the two screws. So let's put this one here back on. Yeah, I do think I undid more than I need to. But you know what? Not the end of the world. Pretty easy to put these things back on. Again, build guide, huge important thing that I would add here, or just some sort of reference note to say, hey, only unscrew X, Y, and Z. Also, Lion, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Alexotos, what's up, dude? Also, guys, if I'm not reading all the chats today, I don't know why. I'm in a great mood. But I'm also, I don't know. My reading comprehension today is like not good because my eyes feel a little bit blurry today. I started noticing it yesterday. So if I don't seem like I'm reading too much, it's because my eyes kind of hurt. That's really it. But love you guys. And I saw some people say it was their first time watching the stream. Love you guys. But yeah, I'm doing well today. I currently have a Monsgeek M1W and want to turn it into a clacky build. I can't afford a new keyboard and 2 of the screws in the bottom are stripped, so I can't take out any foam. Are there any clacky switches that aren't too quiet nor too loud? The thing is, Maz, that's a tough ask, you know, like not too, you want clacky, but then you also kind of want in the middle. With foam, I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think you might want to use maybe a long pull switch, maybe use something like cream sodas, maybe even go with HMX switches. You could go with cherry, but I don't know how cherry sounds with foam. I think it might be a little too drowned out, you know, meme. But and how to basically unscrew these stripped Allen keys. You can use like the tape method. There's like the rubber band method. Keep it a buck. I've never had luck with any of those things. A lot of the times what I have to do is I have to do the tapping kit and then, you know, really do some weird stuff to get those things out. Not something I always like myself, so. A little offset weight going on over here. And then there's a daughter board in here too. Guess another little bag of screws. What is this? Interesting. I'm guessing these have to do with something with the
that setup picture was looking smexy.
The offset keyboard? It's not actually any weird to pick up. It does have a proprietary daughter board, so just something to keep in mind here. Although, why does the daughter board come out this way? I know there was a note about something being the wrong way. Let me triple check. Also, OTY, thank you very much, dude. It's a leaf spring mount, they did say. Also, I did measure the front height before stream, and it comes out to about 22 to 23 mil. It's not a brass weight, it says. It says it's just a aluminum weight, which, I'm gonna be real, this is a really thick piece of aluminum. Feels heavy. It's a glossy powder coating. It's their new coatings, they said, which is pretty neat. Now, let's see. They did say that this was put on the wrong side. They said they're well aware and they will fix this for future stuff. And for the final versions, they're remaking the daughter boards entirely. Okay, so that's good that they let us know. I don't know if we're going to be able to plug it in, so maybe we just leave this out for the time being. Where'd he post his setup pic? Oh, I posted it on Twitter. No, ooh, I apologize, everyone. They did say this is the wrong way. Nice mug, Mr. Toes. Thanks. There's a bunch of Allen keys in here, too. All right. Let's keep on going with today's build. So, now that we've taken this apart and kind of seen the inside, actually let's take a look at what's inside here. Interesting. Coatings look good there. Interesting what they did with this. This kind of is used to kind of align itself as you're putting it down. back into place here. Nice. That weight is very red. It is. What do you think of the MX Ergo? I'm a little mixed on it right now. I'm not too sure if I love it. I still prefer the trackpad, but today I was doing a lot of editing, so I just didn't take out the trackpad today. Let's also take a look at this PCB. So they sent us one with flex cuts, I believe, and they sent us one without flex cuts. Let me actually double check. Does this have no flex cuts? It doesn't. And I think this is a 1.6 mil. Ooh. In terms of a PCB, I mean, there's a lot of options. Yeah, it's not soured for options here. ISO. No split, but I mean, like, I don't know who's doing split on a TKL. I don't know if that'd be a super important ad. Left split. They have step caps. No split right, which is a bit interesting. I know some people like split rights on their TKLs. No option for space bars. It looks like you're locked into... Is it a 7U? Looks like you're locked into a 7U-ish. I can't tell. Yeah, no split right. That's an interesting choice. That might be my only little gripe with this keyboard, is I would have liked to see a split right. But split right on Win keyless, not on Win key. Really, I like split right on the Win keyless as well. I don't mind it. Or sorry, on the Win key. I mean, it's nice. A lot of options on it. Cool color, too. I actually wish I knew the material of this. Is this like a CEM or FR4? Does it say anywhere? No. All right. Let's start looting some stabilizers. Also, they sent us like 15 plates, and I'm not sure what the difference between any of these plates are. I'm pretty positive they're all the same. I don't know if they meant to send me this many plates. There's like another 2 over here. I have a budget of $1,000. What 60% layout would you recommend? Tofu? I think tofu. At that rate, design your own. Designing your own would still cost more, believe it or not. Actually, let me see if I can pull up something really quick, just to kind of give you an idea of some costs for something. So, if I had a design in my hand right now and I want to run prototypes of it, people would first of all, not including the labor it would cost yourself to do it. Let's pretend let's pretend it doesn't exist. But if you want to run prototype costs, depending on the complexity, but we will, for the sake of talking, we will say it's a bit higher end. You cannot just sample one. Most people will actually ask you for an MOQ of 5 to 10 units. It's very rare that you'll ever be able to sample one. You're probably looking at still around $700 to $1,000 per, which means a prototype run of even just 5 will cost you anywhere between $35 to $5,000. So $3,500 to $5,000. And that's not even saying it works. So weigh the bag. Huh? How the hell did you get that many stabs? Who's asking? Who's asking? Please, you with a investigation report? Who's my dealer? Oh, I need to get the stems. What the fuck, Alex? Wait, haven't we been through this? I thought I showed you guys all this before. Guys, we'll take one pause from the stream. One more pause here, okay? I have to buy this many. You want to know why? Remember I told you guys a lot of people forget stabilizers with their commission orders? Like when they send something in? I buy a few keyboards for myself, right? For example, there's been 2 or 3 personal boards I've had in the last like 6 months, 7 months. So I have used 3 sets of stabs for personal boards. For some of the prototype stuff we look at, I use these as well, so that's covered in that. But I will say, you know where the majority of these go? They go to people. Because a lot of people forget their stabs. Oak, I'm sorry. I will probably ever get to use like 6 of these. I buy a lot of keyboards. Well, okay, my new rule of thumb is buy 1 keyboard, wait for it to come in. I started that rule it's not new. I started about 2 years ago, so a year and a half-ish. No, I still participate in purchasing things. I still do. I dabble, here and there. Once in a blue moon. Oh no, I just ripped the bag. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alex, are you gonna check out the larva? Which one's that one? The larva? Can't recall which one that one there is. The Bion larva? I don't really want to. I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't think I'm gonna look at that at all. I know there's a lot of stuff that needs to be shipped out soon, or is just in limbo, or I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. But like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable looking and promoting boards when there's other boards that are just up in the air. I don't know if those have been resolved. Maybe they have been. But I think I might pass on something like that for now. I don't think I want to or feel comfortable until those other boards get resolved. Hi, I'm new. Hi, Voyager. I hope that makes sense. I hope that this is 7U. It is genuinely makes sense. Base take. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable. I feel like it would be a bad thing to do. I'm still stuck in refund limbo. Yeah, like listen, I bought a bias long time ago on the first run, and they sent us emails saying that there was problems with it. I got my unit in. It had like some light scuff or whatever it was on the inside. I don't really care personally. Like I'm not one to fret over things like that. But some people, Bern, I have to do this for you too. Some people are, because they spent their hard-earned money, and I get that, especially when you're promised like a A+ product. So I respect that people want their stuff, But it seems like that was the initial tumble that went downhill. And there's been other problems that I'm not going to get into that you guys can read about if you want. But until those problems get solved, like I just don't feel comfy, guys. Ship me a handful of those stabs and you ship my Link 65? I'm joking, don't do that. Okay, if you guys want to know the plug for these stabs, but you have to buy them in bulk. There's no... I mean, you probably could buy like 10, but I don't know how much they would be. I get them from Mouser. You could just buy them in bulk, but only the 2U ones. The 7U wires I got from an Australian brand called Cafage. But you can buy them in bulk, technically, and they're not very expensive. But yeah, anyways, that's my story. Hope that makes sense to anyone who was wondering if I'll cover that board. And just for the record too, guys, I'm a firm believer that negative publicity is still publicity. And I hope that makes sense to people. Like if I cover something, and even if I tell you a million times, the whole video is don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it, people will still buy it. Okay? And I have proof of that. Because sometimes I get tracking links to see who's clicked my stuff and if there's things that have been purchased. And there have been boards where I have literally said, don't buy it because I don't think it's ready to be sold. And people still buy it. Like, for example, the IF75, was it? I don't think that was ready to be put on a group buy. And there were still like 2 or 3 people who clicked that link. And there wasn't a lot of clicks on it, mind you, because we only did a stream for that. But still people bought it from that link. So, my thing is, negative publicity is still publicity. The Glimmer 65 is another one too. Yeah, I mean, that's another great example. I don't think that was 100% ready. Like, obviously, it's very clear cut that it had its issues, but people still bought that. The one thing I will say about the keyboard hobby recently is I love the fact that consumers look out for other consumers. I love the fact that people are, you know, they will be like, hey guys, I've had this bad experience. And I never want that to go away. I love that about the hobby. What I don't like about the hobby is how quick people are to jump to the nuclear option. You know what I mean? Like the absolute nuclear, where it's like, hey, they're having a rough month and they have let everyone know that this month's going to be a bit slow. Panic time. I think that part of the hobby is a little ridiculous. And the drama reporting part of the hobby gets a little ridiculous. And it's a slippery slope. And I've been meaning to say this, and I know we've slightly talked about it. The moment drama reporting becomes really popular in hobbies is a very bad thing in my opinion. Again, I want people to share experiences. But what I don't like is when people start reporting on other people's drama. That's a dangerous slope for many reasons. So, but if I don't rage post to Reddit before I ever contact their customer service, how will I get free internet points? I don't know, Marcia. How do we get free internet points? We don't need a Keybstar. Oh my god, meme. Nice mouse pad, bro. Thanks, man. But I don't know. I don't think drama reporting is the way to go. If anyone's truly wondering, like I saw some, oh man, I don't like when there's like a summary of drama for the week. Like, oh, please. You're not really helping anyone at that point, so. Swag keys, cherry clip in, and screw in sets for about $4. That seems like a really good price. You're way better than Simon. Oh, no, I don't want. I honestly, genuinely, I love Simon. Me and him have butted heads a few times in the past. Simon likes his stuff. He's very clear cut about what he loves. You know, if there's one thing I could definitely say is I wish Simon's community sometimes is a bit nicer for sure. But he likes his stuff. But me and him have butted heads in the past. He's a nice guy. Need people like Simon? I mean, yeah, you need a balance of people, but any kind of drama video that appears in my YouTube stream gets an instant do not recommend. I don't like this video from me. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I agree. I think PSAs of a bad experience you had is one thing. Actively looking for dirt to throw is a whole nother. There's a grimy aspect to it. And I don't mean to like say this is why people are doing it. But it's usually because you can make money off of it. Or usually because you can get some sort of sense of power from it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not really into drama reporting at all. Like, I know it's really popular in like the internet culture world these days, but it's just you know one thing I've seen about a lot of the keyboard hobby too when it comes to the people who summarize drama. You know, no one reaches out to anyone to talk. It's just kind of repeating things they read online, and if that hurts someone's feelings because maybe they've done it, what am I supposed to say? But it would be more journalism and investigative stuff, if you really want to call it that, if you want to go speak to those people. So I don't know. Instead of just kind of rereading someone else's experience.
_plays gifted a tier 1 sub to Zozuwu.
Alright, let's start lubing some stuff. We're talking? I know, right, Morrison? I'll need this tube too. God damn it, let's get all the tubes out. YouTubers get tired of making extremely high effort videos when they realize they can make drama videos and make the same amount of money. Yeah. No one reaching out to talk. Hits too close to home. Not a lot of homies reach out anymore. I wonder if they're surprised I still do it. Bro, on a real note though, outside of the business world, guys, reminder to reach out with some of your friends. If you guys haven't just like randomly messaged a homie and said, I love you, just do it, bro. I know it sounds weird to do, but just do it. Sorry if you've been asked this, but I couldn't find it in a video. What are your thoughts on the roller switches? I don't mind them. I don't think they're bad at all. They're not my favorite switch in the world. They just don't have a sound profile that like I look for in a keyboard or in a switch rather. But no, they're genuinely pretty good. Like I don't mind them. They're a bit unique. They have a bit of unique scratch to them. If you're into that, they're a bit louder. They're pretty smooth for what they are. I wouldn't say they're necessarily smoother than a regular switch. I think that might be a bit reaching. So, last time you suggested that, I sent a message to a girl I like, and my girlfriend got pissed. Joke. God damn it, guys. What do you think of Domikey keycap sets? I haven't looked at one in a long time, but I used to really like them. I mean, they were pretty nice at one point. I don't know if they've changed. At a fancy restaurant for my fiance's birthday, and she went to the bathroom, so I'm tuning in for a second with no sound just to keep my watch streak alive. Dude. Hey, can we type the lost? Good luck. Good luck, dude. I told my friend I love him, and he said, come kiss me, you gotta go. What the? Hey, man, that's pretty sick. Oh my god, dude. I saw you talking about that in Discord. That's crazy. I feel like if he doesn't get off the phone quick and she comes back to the table. Oh my god, dude. I remember being super excited for DMK Relic, unfortunately got canceled. Oh, Relic! I remember that one there, dude. I remember Relic. They recently upgraded their packaging to match the S tier quality of PBT fans. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've always been pretty decent. JTK as well, if you're looking for alternatives to ABS plastics. Checking noties on a date? Oh, I'm actually not a phone person when I'm out and about with people. If you're with some random friends doing casual stuff, then sure. But if you're at like a dinner, like a proper sit down, like you're there as a date type thing, phone in pocket for me. That's just my thoughts. Obviously, depends on the mood. If you know you need to do something or you're waiting for, a message, I get it. Or is the thing she went to the bathroom? You make a good point, way too lucky. You make a good point. But I think in general, for me, I'm not really like a check notifications while I'm on a date type thing. Sometimes I'll check if I feel a buzz in my pocket. Hey, question for you guys. This is a really serious question, by the way. Do you guys ever get ghost buzzes? Where you're 100% something buzzed, but you check your phone and there's nothing there. What is that? Is that like an actual thing? Ghost buzz is a thing? Dude, I swear to God, I've been ignoring my phone more because I just don't know if I'm tripping out. Muscle twitching? I don't know. It's an actual thing. Like, there's scientific studies behind that, Jabal? Really? So what did the studies say? Is it just like because we're so used to having phones? Sorry if this has been asked, but I'm genuinely curious. Should I be concerned with my fulfillment of classic beige from Space Cables? I know they've had their issues with getting shipments. See, oh yeah, see, Dennis, this is exactly what I mean from the PSA stuff on Reddit. I talked to Reagan a few times over the last like months just to check in on how he's doing. He genuinely said that, hey, I mean, he even posted in his Discord. I'm not going to defend him or nothing, but I'm just going to relay what I heard from him. He said that he's well aware that they had some delays on their end as well as from GMK's end for 2 different sets. Shipping's a bit slower now. I think he's actually even sick right now too. But I think it's because they got their head a little bit too deep in doing all the Cerakoting jobs for people. But as far as I know, most of the other GMK sets that were late seem to have been shipped out for the most part. I actually was trying to get a hold of him today so I can actually ask him, so I can tell you guys, instead of just making assumptions from, what other people say. But I don't think you have anything to worry about, Mr. Space Cables. I mean, I could be wrong. But I've known him a long time now. He doesn't seem like the guy to just drop everything and then just fuck off. I think he's just going through a bit of a rough patch with shipping stuff. My personal thoughts, I mean, you guys don't have to take it as... It's not fact, it's just what I think. I think he's just going through a bit of a rough patch. I think being patient, it's not something I'm good at either. But I think a lot of people have gotten... I just got a stellar 12 from them today. A lot of people have had great experiences with the Space Cables. I really just think that he's going through a little bit of something right now. And I don't think you have anything to worry about. Overmyers, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s, dude. Thank you. But he's genuine, like, he's been around forever in the hobby. Just as long as I've been doing this kind of stuff, he's been doing stuff. He's a good guy. He wants to make people happy. I think what happened, again, I'm not making excuses for him, and I'm going to take what is my opinion. It's not fact. I think what personally happened is it just got a little bit busy and he didn't realize, and obviously when you're too busy, things get sacrificed. It seems like some shipping times got sacrificed there. But I know he did close the Discord, which, I understand, but I also think is a bit questionable. I get it. But I think he just wanted to, I think he just really wanted to focus in on getting things done and dealing with tickets instead of having 2 different systems in which to answer people. I don't know if closing the Discord was the best option. I'll be honest on that. Any updates on Dandy 2? Did Dandy 2 run? It was recently, right? I don't know how long ago that was, if it even did run. I'm not too sure. I saw him a little over last month when I picked up my order. Yeah. I think the announcements on Reddit have been a little bit, maybe for good reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But a little rushed to conclusions, I feel like some of the people on Reddit. But again, I could be wrong. But based on my experiences with him and many people who have shopped, Reagan's a pretty good guy. But have not get responses to Discord. Discord message, I probably wouldn't even bother, Silver. Just wait for them to answer the email at that point. I mean, I'm going to talk to Reagan as well soon. I think Space went 0 Dark 30 just trying to focus knocking up fulfillment. Yeah, I mean, that's probably very true as well. I missed a compliment? Where? Anatar. And let me tell you right now, dude. I know some people ghost people in this hobby. I know there's vendors that disappear, but I want to let you know I would never disappear on you. Love you, dude. I hope you're having a great day today. With how much craziness has happened in this hobby, I understand why people are so quick to jump on it. Not that it's okay, but I can see why. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'd give people the benefit of the doubt, and I understand why. But I think it's also good for people who are reporting on things like that to actually reach out to said people. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're only getting one side of a story that couldn't even not even be true. Alex would never first you or ghost you, I guess, unless it's a Discord message. My bad, dude. Nice. Not Too Sweets, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, thank you. This hobby has seen its fair share of bullshit, but it's also not fair to jump to exit scam. Words of meaning and saying that without any proof is wildly damaging. Plus, you know what that happens too when people just randomly claim things without speaking to other people? I've heard this from other vendors. This is not related to space cables, but I've heard it with other vendors that have dealt with this when nothing's gone wrong, or maybe they've just been late by like a week or something. First of all, I want to state that communication is very, very important, and it's something I value. You have to communicate. If there's delays, like unless you're in the hospital or something, you can't get to a phone, but like you can text a Discord, you can write an email. Like there's tons of ways you can update people. But there's been times where maybe that slips. And I get that too. Like I also understand that life happens. But I have heard from other vendors in the past that it's, you know, when something does happen and something does get in the way or prevents them from properly notifying, what happens is a lot of people panic and they start doing chargebacks, which is actually pretty bad. Like once that starts happening, it's pretty damaging. Not to the point of maybe closing a whole business down, but enough that it could really, really seriously affect you. So the jumping to conclusions thing is, it's a double-edged sword. Like you want to protect yourself, but like maybe nothing's wrong. You know what I mean? And you're just jumping to a conclusion. But I get it from both sides. I've had it happen to me. I've been burned a few times in this hobby. I think a few of us have. Alex, do you remember that beautiful kiss we shared last spring while we were standing under the cherry blossom tree? Yeah. Could argue the whole group buy concept doesn't secure anything as term group buy ends, as the term group buy tends to be used for shield for liability. The whole group buy situation though is radically changed, and I don't love the current group buy thing here. So group buys used to be a way to get a discounted project. Some vendors still adhere by that, where you get sort of like, I know on Novel Keys we do it a bit different, but some vendors still do that whole like, all right, you get an actual like break for buying early. And I remember a long time ago, you know, Drop did this, and there was a few other people that have done this in the hobby too, where it's like if enough people bought something, for example, GMK keycap sets, there would be tiers. Like if 500 people bought, it would now be lowered to like 110, you know, opposed to 120. And I don't know, like sometimes you don't get a discount and it sucks, and you're like, why am I even doing this? But there's tons of reasons why group buys make sense, even outside of the whole discount thing, because sometimes it's just a small batch that someone's running and you kind of have to put blind faith into them. But if you don't want to risk your investment, don't invest. Yeah. And Marcia is very right on that too. You kind of have to go in knowing that nothing can come out of it. Not saying that I want that to happen, but kind of have to have that mindset, unfortunately. What would Marcia know about group buys? Marcia, on a real note though, without trolling, if you guys don't know, I'm gonna go off a little bit. Marcia is a very, very knowledgeable person in this hobby. And if you want, I know a little bit here and there, but if you actually want someone who knows a lot about this hobby, and I'm not just gassing her up, I really mean this. I've known Marcia a long time, love her to bits. you should check out Marcia's stream, Apiary Keyboards. I think you'll get a lot of good knowledge out of it. Marcia does have some pretty in-depth discussions about a lot of these things. She's way more knowledgeable than I am about it. But I do think you'd like Marcia's streams if you kind of want to go more in depth about the process of all these things. She makes a lot of great points, stuff that I don't even know half the time. Sometimes I watch her, I still learn to this day. Where I put my dielectric grease. Marcia also likes a lot of the foods that I don't like. So, I mean, if you guys want really to just not watch me for that, there's also that. So, she's less picky with foods than I am. There's that. Marcia's pretty cool. Yeah, she's pretty alright. She's a Baja Blast enthusiast. It's okay, we can fix you. God. Leave me alone. She also has cats on stream, which is a huge bonus. Yeah, that is a pretty big bonus. Original flavors. Okay, dude. She kind of... Chaperone? How do you pronounce it? What even is that? It's an inside joke that's going over my head right now. Huh, Dandy? But does she like plain chips? I'm sure she does. She's a pop star? What is that? Someone hold me? Guys, okay, hold on. Let me look this up. Chapel. Bro, I don't know who this is. I barely listen to music. Have I listened to any of these songs? I listen to like the same music I've listened to since I was 16. I don't think I've ever listened to anything from her. I don't know. I don't think I have. Marcia, I'm trying to knock a DMCA today. Listen, I'll do it after I'm done stream. Sign of getting old? Risk it for the biscuit? Okay. I'm dying for a Uber House desk pad, but don't want to pay $40. Do you know how much the fake versions vary in quality? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. What? There's fake versions of that desk pad already? Slow down. Still ducky. Let's try to avoid doing fake stuff and ripping people off. I'm going to give you some advice, and I hope you take this in the best way possible. I mean no harm by it. I don't know your financial status. I don't know what you do. I don't know anything, okay? But I will say this, as someone who's been in very low points, who's been feeling good, and also back to low and feeling good again. I know you can find fake stuff, but let me be honest. It's kind of easy to go that route, right? First of all, you might not even get a discount going to AliExpress. Sometimes buying something that's a ripoff might even be more expensive. It's a desk pad though. All I do is smoke dabs over it. Then I think you should just get one that's blurry then. Plus my money's gone to GM Keycaps. Okay, hold on. Let me finish my thought process. I think this is very important. Regardless of if it's too expensive, too nothing, whatever. Thing is, you're not like if you want to design and you can't, you're saying, okay, this is too expensive. I wouldn't go and not support the person making that. A lot of the times what happens, okay, if someone makes these stabs in a different version and suddenly these cost $1, there could be problems with this. We don't know. But you're not supporting the person who spent their time designing something and making something for a community. You know what happens? This is just one aspect of things, okay? You know what happens when someone doesn't get paid to do something and everyone's like, I like this guy's stuff, and then suddenly no one's buying their stuff because everyone's kind of buying the fakes? And this has happened in the community. This person's like, well, this is pointless. Everyone keeps ripping off all my stuff. And this person no longer designs for this community and just leaves. Many of the negative aspects. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day. If you want to go buy a fake, go buy a fake. But I will say that it's just really important to support the people making things. He already left. Whatever, I need to say my piece on it. Hard to argue theft for someone's art just to save money. Yeah. I need Miss Olivia to design keycaps again. Yeah. That thing really opened my eyes about how clones... Yeah, the whole keyboard process too, like, I understand. Okay, I think Keycult said this at one point during the height of their popularity. But when they were starting, like, for clones to be made of them too, they said it doesn't affect their bottom line none. It's disheartening. They get why it happens. You know, someone wanting to buy a fake desk pad just to smoke over sounds like someone who wants something for clout reasons. Yeah, Alpha, I agree with you. I don't know if that's the point though, but I don't want to say nothing about that either. I think that's besides the point. But yeah, maybe. As a designer, this hits very close to home. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of discussion about it. A lot of things we could say. Sometimes it's all about personal entitlement. I say it's okay, chatters. I say it. Thanks, Alpha. Support artists is very important in this hobby. Very, very important. Yeah. Okay. Enough of this. Enough. Listen, if you want to smoke something and you don't want to buy an expensive desk pad or whatever, I don't know what the thing is. At the end of the day, let's use some fucking common sense. Then just go smoke somewhere else. I don't know, man. It's okay. Let's just call it a day with that conversation. Alex is on it. Oh shit, we're building a board. I thought we were chatting. No, we're building. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today. I told you I'm doing great, but my mind's not. All right, let's get the PCB. I'm pretty excited to put this together, actually. Let's get this going. This is a very interesting keyboard. This way. Can I come over and help big your brain up? I just have a lot of, like, it feels a bit foggy today. But I also think it's because pick. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't know what you meant by that way, but I thought it was a nice thing you were trying to say. I think it's just I'm a little foggy today. I think it's the first time I've used a key long enough for me to tune the stabs again after my build. Oh, you have to tune it up a smidge? It happens when you really love a keyboard. That happens. I like the color of this PCB. I can't say I've seen a yellow one before. Yeah, this is quite unique. The whole keyboard's quite unique. So again, just to run by some quick specs. The front is a little high. It does have an optional wrist rest, which is, you know, fitting of the design as well. Price point is about $450 with the wrist rest, I believe. And then that's not final, apparently. But 22 mil isn't that bad. There is some different colors. I actually think the silver, now that I've seen the silver in person, might be the weakest color out of all of them, because there's some pretty nice colors for this. Bushido, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, dude. No, this is not the Neo line of keyboards. It just happens to be called the Neo802. Any wrist rest recommendation? I don't have any, Dandy. I'm not a big wrist rest user. Bushido, thank you again for 5 tier 1s, man. Thank you, dude. Can I get a recommendation for good fake keycaps? I keep melting them. Get yourself... Never mind. I was gonna say a really bad joke, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Fuck it, dude. I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. Get yourself some glorious keycaps. Hey, that's mean. I've actually melted a keycap once. I have to. One time, I was so embarrassed by this, by the way. I was tuning up my own keyboard. I don't know, I was just being lazy. I was like, trying to eat, trying to like, I don't know, million things on my desk. And I started my soldering iron up, and I was like watching a TV show, and I did one of these. Imagine this is the soldering iron. I was like watching a TV show, kind of lost in my thought process. My GMK set, it was the F9 on my, which keycap set was it? I don't remember now, but it was, I think it was Grand Prix. And there's a big hole in my F9 of Grand Prix. Didn't even realize it. I was just so like mouth open watching show type thing. Speed holes we call it, huh? What the? All right, let's get the plate out. I'm gonna use no foam for this because I would actually like to see how this board sounds. So no foam for this guy in particular today. Oh, that's why they sent multiple plates. It looks like there's different plates for different configurations. That would make a lot more sense. But they did send us 2 ISO plates and... Okay, so this is the plate we need for today. Although, I think the plates, are they only meant for plate mounted stabs? That would be a bit of a bummer if they are. Try the other plate, yeah. Yeah, they actually might be. I actually might have a set of plate mounted stabs, but oh no, we might be good here. They're just really tight. Yeah, okay, they're really tight. Really, really tight. So plate alignment's not something I'm really loving on this. This is pretty too tight. If this ends up being, okay, they fit, but they're not the best of fitment here. If this ends up being in the final product, which I doubt it is, because if they're already working on doing the daughter boards differently, I don't see why they wouldn't also do these a bit differently. They would need to also sit down and revise their plate, because the plate, even with cherry, which is usually pretty easy to fit, doesn't seem to want to fit nicely here. Shave it. Yeah, we might have to do something along those lines. Because these with like TX stabs would be an absolute nightmare. Yeah, some of these are not fitting very nice. Yeah, the alignment on these is not very good. Again, for a lot of designers, I would actually ask it. You don't need to have them. If you do want to obviously use plate mounted, that's fine. But if the intention is to use PCB mounted stabs, you can just open these up a bit more. You know? Okay, I'm gonna really just, unfortunately, put some pressure on this, and if I break something, I break something. What am I supposed to say? Plateless hot swap, here we come. I don't know if we can do plateless hot swap. It just seems to be this one stab that's giving us a bit of a tough go here. Which is this bottom space bar here. say that to my Neo802. Time for the clip and switches from, oh my god, dude, no. We can't even do playlists. It doesn't work playlist. Yeah. The plate definitely needs to be revamped a little bit. Did they let me know any notes about the plate? I don't remember reading any notes about it, but let me quickly double check here. No, I don't see anything about that one. Okay, it's time to shave the insides. Yeah, I might actually have to cut some of the inside of this particular plate here. Or maybe you can try getting this in differently here. Because it seems like maybe just how we put it in matters. Or the orientation in which we jam it in here. Alright. So we got it. This is not ideal. So I will let them know that this is completely not ideal. In fact, I think even these clip-ins are just popping in and out here because they might be too tight. All right, we got it for the time being. Is that an FR4 plate? My eyes are not recognizing what I'm looking at. Yeah, it seems the plate matches the PC, which is cool. I don't mind. Well, I'm gonna get some of those little stoppers. Okay, love this chat. Everyone's so positive and supportive. Aw, thanks, man. Everyone tries their best, I think, here to be as nice as possible. Only reason I'm using these stoppers is because I don't want the PC, or I don't want the plate to bow outwards for the time being. If this was solderable, I think this would be a bit of a different story, but Alex cultivated that. Thank you. Thanks, dude. I'd keep an eye on spacebar sound for the other build. Might sound wonky. Yeah, it could also sound pretty wonky. We'll have to double check and really ensure that everything's okay for sound. But I'll definitely put that on my little lists. Where'd it go? Little list of stuff here for them. All right, everything else looks okay for this. I don't think we need any more stoppers. Okay. Also, in case anyone's interested, this is Kale hot swap sockets on this. And apparently this will be VIA compatible as well. All right, let's do some switches, shall we? I should have picked some more fitting switches for this kind of retro style board today, but you know what? Luckily the plate itself isn't tight for the switches, which is nice, but these also are HMX, so HMX is a little bit, a little easier to pop in, I've noticed. Hibiscus Deep Boys. Yeah, so originally when I saw this build, I was like, all right, well, we might want something a smidge deeper for today's sound profile. And I still think that. I didn't know what plates we had in the box. This is my first time looking at the plates, but yeah, I think deeper is a little bit better here. How long does it take you to lube 80 switches? It depends. It really depends. The switches are cute. Yeah, they're pretty darn cute, the switches. The keyboard here. We do this. I would say if I am sitting down talking to friends or watching a movie, I can do 80 switches in about 2 to 2.5-ish hours, depending on the switches and how much I actually have to mod. The man on the screen is cuter? Really? Damn. That's so kind of you. This is not when keyless. My Vince took so long I had to split it up. Well, I'm actually lubing a set of vintage switches right now. I'll give you guys a little demo on what they sound like. I'm doing them specifically for the Quantum build. And I've only done 12 switches, and I'm not gonna lie, like that has actually taken me like 25 minutes just to do 12. Just because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff to them. And I'm also cleaning them a smidge too, so. Oh my god, Fried. Love you, buddy. Thank you, dude. The last batch I took, I mean, this is probably going to take me 6 hours. Way too lucky. Lately I've just been buying the vintage switches, even though they're more expensive from Unikey. Not for any reason, it's just I've had really bad luck buying from other places. I used to, a long time ago, I used to shop from, I don't remember the store's name, but I'd always get really lucky and not lucky, maybe they were just good sellers, but I always got good quality vintage switches. Nowadays, it really depends. I've noticed that a lot of people selling the vintage stuff, I usually get a lot of, like, crap. Not a lot of stuff that's usable. A lot of it's broken. Remove lube, and spring swap. Oh, that shit's a lot of work. It is, Renma. It's a nice board. How are we doing today, Latrish? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I've had a good day today. What are your thoughts on brass versus copper weights? I was looking at the Dune 65 and I'm curious about the difference. Well, I think some would probably argue, I don't know though for sure, that there could be some sound difference. So, oh, just a box scratch FIFA. It's already going away so fast. It was the other day. Is the Quantum still available? Apparently there's going to be 50 extras. But anyways, yeah, so I would actually say that there might be some sound difference, like a very minor amount. Wait, swap keyboards. Any 60% you're loving right now? Wait, why not? You want me to swap keyboards? To which one? To any 60? Is that what you're saying to switch it to? But yeah, I actually think the copper looks really nice. The copper, I think, is the better looking out of all the copper beige one, whatever it is. God, it looks so good, dude. I mean, the brass doesn't look bad either. The brass is pretty nice in some of the colorways. A 60%? I got you. Let me just put this one switch in here. Oh my god, this one pin, man, is driving me up the walls. What the fuck? Pin, please. There we go. Any recommendations on a polycarb 96 or 1800? The Phidias didn't push through? Oh my god, that's so sad to hear. Was it the price point of the Phidias, do you think? That is so sad to hear. It was such a nice board. Are you sure the Phidias didn't push through? I'm in denial right now. We'll do the Ori. Ori's sweet looking. No, the giveaway hasn't happened yet, Lay. There's the Ori. You guys know me too well. They didn't reach MOQ? Man, that sucks. I'm surprised the vendors didn't buy up the MOQ for that one. I wonder if that just means that there's just not a lot of interest in full-size keyboards. Never owned an Ori, but yeah, it's beautiful, dude. It is so good looking. Guys, there's no giveaway happening right now. Oh my god, dude. I'm really sad about the Phidias though. That kind of hurts my soul a little bit. It was such a nice board for what it was. I felt it needed more exposure online. You know, I will even say this, like the YouTube video for it, was no different than any of the other videos. And I think the video, I think it was just an overall good reception of the keyboard for me, but it just didn't do well. Like, even on YouTube, it just didn't do well at all. Like, it just... I don't know if just people aren't interested in stuff like that. No one wants a full-size keyboard because they don't need numpads because they don't have mic. True, I guess. I've been waiting for this build for weeks, and here it is. Dude. I hope this board reaches the audience it's intended for, because it is a fun-looking keyboard. More importantly, I need to ask them how do we get you guys links to all these? These were sick. These probably stole the show for me, I'm not gonna lie. I have to watch this on 720p on this Wi-Fi, literally the end of the world. I'm sorry, Adam. I apologize. I broke your Wi-Fi router this morning. That's my fault. I think I bent that. That's okay. Once you start the downsizing transition, anything bigger than a 60 makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Hey Alex, watch all your videos. First time catching stream. Do you have any recommendations for a good video of yours that I can edge to? Can you hear me? Hi, Medium. How you doing? Did I miss a chat? Hi, Angel. Do you know what the designer of this board is the same guy who designed the retro Miix Lite keycaps? Are you... Wait, really? He designed retro Miix Lite? Oh, that would make sense, actually. All these trolls are just Adam's alt account. Adam wishes he was Angel. This dude did not read the second message. You're right, I didn't. Was there a second one, Angel? Is the giveaway going to be international? It is, Voyager. Man, social cues are difficult. What happened? Alex, do you like... Oh my god, Zycos, please. Don't be so hard on Adam. I'm sorry. Really sorry, guys. I said to play Mirror's Edge. Oh. My bad, Angel. Are Kohakus ever going to come out again? Yeah, I think Elaine's still doing Kohakus, aren't they? I think Singa's still doing them. Pretty positive. These are really deep switches, huh? Oof. Got dust in my eye. I just got one from the raffle. You got one, Marcia? Damn, streamer luck. That's crazy. Yeah, it's rigged. Streamer loot. Last Epic, I heard. So I did try Last Epic. It was fun. It didn't grab me as much as I wanted it to. I thought it was just okay. I still think Diablo 4, after all the updates, did better. Oh god, my eye, there's a piece of hair in it or something. I'm not sad about losing the raffle. The colors were pretty nice, I saw. Alright, almost done with switches here. The Yale blue looks so skibbity. Damn. That's something. Raffle isn't real if I've never won. Honestly, kind of true. What are your thoughts on FRL... Wait, what? What's FRL, NRL, TKLs? What are those? What's retail price in Kohakus? Man. I don't even know nowadays. Have they gone up in price? Wasn't it like 450, 500, something like that? I've only ever won a single raffle in my entire life, and that was for a B-stock key cult way back when. And I've never won a single one other than that. Oh, you know what? We have to do the other stuff still. Okay, so I need to figure out how these work. So bear with me here as we kind of learn together. But we also have these. And I believe these are... What's this? Oh, I don't know what any of these pieces are. These are the mounting system, I believe. So we got some more... I think these are spare screws, so we don't... Maybe really don't need these.
Love you lots, Alex. Kissing face. Kissing face.
Thank you,
Kissing face.
NCF. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you. When does Key Cult do the raffles? That I don't know. I'm not too sure when Key Cult does raffles. Burn, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, man. Here's the little gaskets. Now, this is where I'm not sure how this keyboard works. We're gonna have to do some experimenting because I don't have any instructions. Thank you, Rufus. Appreciate it, guys. Do I even have a key cult? I have one key cult left. The number 2 the one that I won in the raffle. The B stock. I got to Cerakote it because it was pretty good B stock, but I had 3 key cults total. Actually, I purchased the first one aftermarket, which I'm not proud of, and then the other one was a friends and family unit that I got offered. That one I gave to Chozo way back when because that was a gift I wanted to give him for helping out so much in our server and just being like a good person, a good figurehead of, you know, the community. It was a black on black stainless steel key cult number 1, and then I had a number 165 that I had that was white and red. I put so much work into theming it. That was given away for a giveaway recently. I think 2 giveaways ago. All right, let's see how this works. Yeah, I like when people do these type of gaskets, by the way. I think these gaskets make a lot of sense to me, just because I like the fact that you can kind of switch around things as you kind of want. Like, it's just nice. It's handy to have. I'm not too sure exactly how these work. Let's see. Do they have, like, photos on how this works? I don't know if they do, so I'm not exactly sure how this stuff all works. The keyboard pad is from 1 of 0.
My goat.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, 001. Do they have like photos of the internal? I hope they do somewhere. They don't. One sec. I'm gonna keep looking to see if I can find any sort of... No. Okay. Alright. I guess we'll have to kind of just experiment. Because I would assume these go like this. Because they slot in really nicely there. I don't exactly know what these are for. Perhaps these just sit like this somehow? Oh, I see how these work. Never mind. I get it. These go here. I see. I think we just screw them in. Again, you know what would really help here? An instruction manual. Maybe it's planned, I don't know. But it wasn't relayed to me. I guess we use these tiny screws here. Interesting. So this is a bit of a different mounting style, I suppose. Who did that? KY, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you. I almost lost my mind trying to put my Windex 80 together with the one build guide pick from the other day. Yeah, companies really need to do better jobs with their build guides. 110%. Is this the right bit? I'm not even sure if I have the right bit. It is. All right, let's put these in. So I guess these are the leaf springs because these would sit on these and you'd be able to kind of bounce. Maybe for a more cushioned mounting style. That makes a lot more sense. No Euro leaf spring? Oh my gosh. This is not a Neo board. It's
the _ crowned clown gifted a tier 1 sub to Chibi Inari.
Thank you, Crown
They have
Clown.
given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Yeah, this is not a Neo keyboard. This is a keyboard from a company called Miix. Some other notes that I'm noticing too. The ano on this is, or the coating I should say, is really nice. It's their own custom coatings they're doing in-house. Everything else looks pretty solid about the board. Even these pieces, like I thought this would be cheap FR4 or something, but no, these are like metal pieces. Quite nice. A lot of things going on, a lot of extra doodads in this keyboard too, which is kind of fun. Lethiri, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the Prime. Yeah, pretty cool so far. Let's clean up the desk a smidge. Considering how many people are thinking this is a QWERTY Keys Neo, the board, I mean, I'm going to suggest that for them as well. But you know what's crazy? Neo, or QWERTY Keys or Owl Lab, also called one of their boards the Epic, the Epoch. And there was already a board called, was it the Epic? Or I don't know, it was one of the other boards. They had called one of their keyboards something, and there was already like 4 boards with that name. Do you have a Fave 65? I mean, I vibe with a lot of keyboards. Reminds me of the way that Corsas mount it. Yeah, I agree. Very, very similar vibes to Matrix stuff. I don't know if I have a favorite 65 Toasty. Oh yeah, sorry, it was the Evolve. That's what it was. There was like 4 different Evolves. Yeah, Archetype did one too. There was an Evolve. Well, Archetype did the original. They did a redo of the original Evolve. Also, like I said, guys, we're not going to put in this today. Or we can. You know, we'll still screw it in. But
I'm itching to solder again, but
issue.
have nothing left to solder. Time to obtain a new keyboard, I guess.
Dude, get one of those skellets. They're like $40, and you can get a kit to solder. It's not bad. It's not a bad little price point. I kind of like the new 65 a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice little board. Alrighty. I believe there's some more screws here, so let's just steal 1 or 2 of these. Does this even screw in properly, or is it the wrong alignment for the holes too? Oh no, we can do it. Okay. Spin your bowls? Okay, 1 second. I'll get the thing in a hot second here. Let me just assemble this for the most part. I don't know what these are for either. There's a lot of parts here I'm unsure. Someone redeemed ball spin. I got a Skillet 40. It was fun. Yeah, the Skillet series is pretty cool. All right. Let's move this off to the side. We'll need those screws in a second, but let me spin this for you right now. I can't reach it. Little spin. Yeah. An Alexotos Edition 65? I don't know how many people would actually want that. I redeemed a compliment and you missed it. I don't see that, unfortunately, Adam. That's real. It's a real shame. And it does look like this goes nipples down, while the flat part goes in the top. How about an Alexotos edition mode design? That would be interesting. I don't have anything planned like that right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have some other interesting projects I'm sort of working on very slowly that I think you guys will like in the future. Some very unique stuff, but also just some fun stuff in all sorts of capacities. Compliment for Fried. Give it to Adam. Damn, that's really kind of you. Adam, if you were a project, I'd never want you to end, okay? Because I want no end with you, okay? Want you forever and always. Adam, have yourself a good day today. Adam, did you just jump to a conclusion? How many points to have you insult another chatter? I'm not good at... Guys, I'm not trying to like... I'm not good at insulting people. I don't know any good insults. I feel like when I insult people, it's just mean. I don't like a funny way to joke around about that. You know what I mean? I have never practiced that. You're good at insulting me? No, I'm good at riffing with you about dumb stuff. That's as much as I'm good at. What's your pop pen or the pen? It's called the CW&T pen. Well, it's a pen from some CW&T. Talk your shit. But I feel like if I'm being mean, I'm being mean. I'm not good at like being funny mean. So nice. So these just slot into these little... Okay, so that's pretty effortless. I don't love the fact that there's a mounting point underneath the spacebar, but I think these leaf springs give it enough bounce that it doesn't really matter. So I'm not overly offended by that. We can still end up taking this off. However, I would love to see them just somehow move. I mean, use the shorter gasket and maybe do it over here and move this right over here. Maybe that can be an end goal. Same thing with this, just maybe move it a little bit so you wouldn't just have this one just needs to go. Not the end of the world, but I'd be interested to see if this genuinely does affect any sort of sound signature at all. Also, thank you. Koofy, thank you so much. I appreciate the tier 1. Type B? No, it's a Type C cable. So, there's no sort of noises that come with this either, which is good. It doesn't look like they're making any sort of weird crunching sounds, which is also good. All right, let's start putting this back together now, I guess. Yeah, it's not super direct under the spacebar, and it's, again, kind of offset by the fact that it's just on a leaf spring, opposed to hard against a plate or something like, or hard against the case. Interesting. The plate looks like an FR4 plate. I don't have any specifics on that because I didn't get told what plate I was getting. Oh, sorry, you meant the pen. I thought you meant the USB cable. I don't remember what the pen was called. I think it is a Type C pen. I wonder if that would make the spacebar sound uneven. Actually, that's a really good point that we can take a look at too. This reminds me of the jelly from Owl Labs, how you have to screw it in from the side. It does seem to be it for screws. I see how they make it sit, but I think it would be smart to have one screw on the top on both sides from like a design standpoint so it doesn't shift around. 1 and 2. I think that would make more sense. I don't know if that's going to affect the overall sound profile going forward, but just from like a standpoint of getting things done 100, I think that would make the most sense. All right, let's put this on here. It's like a little shroud that goes on the top over here. And then we'll put it on our feet too. How good are the TX AP stabs? you're asking the wrong person, honestly. I don't like TX AP stabs. They're not like my 100. They're not my go-to stabilizer. If that makes sense. They're not my go-to. Never have been. Never will be. Hydrate. Give me 1 second. Out of these 4 switches, what is your favorite? The HMX Cloud, Macchiato, Sunsets, or Purple Dawns? I have tried all of those, and Macchiatos is first. The new Purple Dawns from Key Geek are the better ones. I would not go with the HMX ones. I think they're made way better with the Key Geek ones. Then I would go with... What was the other one, sorry? I would go with Sunsets, then Clouds last. A while back, I randomly picked them up and worked well in Neo802 on it, ironically. Yeah, they're not bad stabs, guys. I just think for the price point, I can just get cherry clip-ins, and they're the exact same thing to me. Okay, we're going to try no foam first. So some points to kind of recap. I would love to see a build guide included with this. I don't think this is overly difficult to build in the slightest. I would also like to see some sort of screw point that connects the back better. The anode quality, or the, no, sorry, not anode, the coating, I don't know what kind of coating it is exactly. It's very nice. It has a bit of a texture to it. It's a bit rough. Kind of adds to the aesthetic of this. I love all these little doodads. This is cool. It has like a piece of rubber to stop it here, but this is neat. So we would screw this in here, and they come as like little fidget toys, I guess. Like you can technically twist this. Kind of cool. You can kind of play around with it. Oh, wait a second. Wait, that's actually really interesting. Does that? Oh my god. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I thought, because I saw on another video, I was watching some other content on this. Someone kept playing around with these. This is actually, remember I told you guys there should be a screw on the back? Because it makes that, you know. This is the actual lock for it. It locks into place this way. That's kind of cool. Okay, now we have to do the other side. Did we get enough for this, though? Did I get another one? I'm sorry, but I looked up the pen, 200 shekels. You know, in the pen world, that's considered cheap. That is like a very cheap pen in the overall pen world. A very, very cheap pen. I do agree, it is expensive, though. This looks awesome so far. Is it in production? So, to kind of recap on that, they did say it's in production already for the Chinese market. They haven't made a American release yet, as far as I know. Like, that's still in progress. Huh, are we missing one of the little lock things? Alright, well, I'll take another little peek in the box after this. Because there should be one on both sides. Alright, and I think this is for... This is for this. So these little knob things, which... optional to put on. This is for this part. I also love unique builds. Fun, and let's put the feet on the bottom as well. Damn, I don't know where the other... I don't know if they sent another one now. Was there 2? Am I just going crazy? Adam is ignoring me today. I'm so sorry, Elquan. He's mean. I would ignore him too. I also don't know what these are for either. Oh, I see what this is for. Does this sit like this and then you... That is interesting. This is so extra, and I can't see why anyone would, you know, maybe in the grand scheme of things, like really care about some of this stuff. But it looks like this sits like this, and then you lock it into place like this so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm pretty positive that's how it works. And then you can kind of just, you know, flip it into place like that. Kind of cool. Kind of neat. I don't think I'm gonna use the wrist rest, honestly. I'm not really a wrist rest fan myself. This is cheesy this is cheesy but I kind of love it. I also don't mind this at all. I don't think it's like super out of touch. I think it's actually kind of fun. Alrighty. I hate when my wrist rest tries to run away from me. Me too. At the end of the day, too, like, I think there is valid things to criticize about this, which we did. But I also want to make it very clear that I think it's also great to have some, like, fun parts about keyboards, too. Like, not everything needs to be the most hype, serious product in the world. You know what I mean? Like, you can still have fun with your keyboards. You're allowed to have fun with keyboards. I'm a bit sad because I don't think there's one of those other knobs. I'm going to triple check the packaging over here, but I don't see another one of them. Even the feet are themed, dude. It's kind of sick. Yeah. I'll let you guys see the bottom of the keyboard while I take another peek here. The feet are even themed. That's a pretty nice looking board, gotta admit. Definitely not the average that we've seen, but really fun. Really, really fun. I'm going to clean up a smidge here and also think of some keycaps. And also see if there was another one of those little pieces, which I don't think there was, unfortunately. Maybe they just forgot it for us. I think I have it. Looks like they didn't send it out. Alright, that's okay. They released a trailer for Squid Game Season 2. I forgot that was... Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that too. Forgot that was even a thing, to be honest with you. Alrighty. Fun. Let's pick some keycaps, shall we? Actually, you know, let me triple check the actual box. Oh no, nothing in there. All right. What are we thinking? I mean, dude, it's a really fun-looking keyboard. It has a lot. It has a lot of character. Dual shot? I'm down for dual shot on this. Dual shot sounds sick. I'm totally down to do dual shot. We can use some of those metal keycaps too for some of this as well. I'm super down for that. Now, moment of truth. Did that really tight plate? No, it seems fine. Ooh, interesting. There seems to be a bit of give because of those leaf springs. So maybe someone who likes a smidge more of a softer typing feel will probably like this. This might be one of those boards where we swap out the spacebar a lot, by the way. This seems like it's already going to be a pretty decent spacebar, but I have a feeling I know some different... Potentially, I know some different things that would sound even better with this. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think that's where that goes. No, this is not the Neo. Here, you know what? Should I just put WinMix? I feel like even if I put WinMix in the title. Guys, if you ever need to know what build we're doing today, type an exclamation point build. If you ever need to know. A bit of a confusing naming scheme. I agree with you guys, though. I should tell them that it's a bit confusing. If this sounds real good, I'm gonna be pretty happy, man. I'm getting like good feelings out of this already. I'm getting like, I don't know. Your chatter's got you. Thank you, guys. I think in the Chinese market, people just call it the Hans 80. To be super transparent, they called this keyboard something completely different. The Hans 80 was actually what they called it when they were showing me originally. And I only learned about this new naming scheme like literally this morning. So this is not what I have been calling this board. Like at all. Give us a cyan spacebar. Ooh. Do we want that, guys? Do we want cyan for the spacebar? I don't know, I think gray's nice. Ooh, the power key is kind of... do we want the power key? Fuck it, we do. Fuck. These switches feel really good already. These hibiscus switches. I think this was a really good choice for today's build. I don't know, do we want something really bright for a spacebar? I'm not too sure. I'm kind of against it right now, if I'm being real. I'm kind of not about it right now. I'm not really feeling the super bright spacebar vibe today. Although this is looking really nice. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the colored arrow keys as well. I think we're on the same page there. Although, does DualShock have those? They do. It does, right? Maybe it's in my other box there. I used 2 boxes for this. I usually use the yellow spacebar with DS myself. I feel like DualShock works well with the colored spacebar. You just kind of have to be into it. It does look good with one, though. Definitely looks good with one. F8. Page down. I only bought the spacebar as an extra from this set because I love the colors. I don't blame you. The colors of this are pretty sick. Ooh, I kind of like having... no, I was going to put some of those metal artisans up there. I almost got these for my black boop redo. Oh, dude, that would have been really nice. What'd you end up putting on it instead? DualShock has slowly become one of my favorite, like, most versatile sets. It works with so much because of the accents. What precautions do I normally take when soldering? Do you mean like health precautions? Or do you mean like for the board? Maybe my mind's going 2 different ways here, so I don't know how to answer this. Health precautions? 2 things. Soldering exhaust fan, and then I use an air purifier afterwards. I think those are my favorite 2 things to do, just because they make the most sense. Oh, I don't want this here.
Not Too Sweets gifted a tier 1 sub to Monsterman 264.
Thank you very much. But those are my two things. Also, wash your hands as much as you can too. Also equally as important. Get your hands washed. Whenever you're touching the solder, just go wash it. Okay, I think the rest of the keycaps are in the other thing here, so.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Burn. Okay, we'll do the giveaway here in a bit, guys. Thank you, thank you. We'll do the giveaway after we're done typing on the keyboard. We'll run it, and we'll run it for like 5 minutes. Moonlight 60 GB. Which one's that one there? I don't think I've seen it. Stupid me put a lot of the... Actually, you know what we'll do? Wait, where are my colored arrow keys? Did I put them in here? What did I put them in here for? Also, where's my F5? Did I leave it in there? Oh no. I might have to quickly go find the F5, guys. I have 2 sets. I bought both base kits for this, and I, like a fool, mixed them up one day by accident. I think I left F5 in here. There. Got lucky. Anyone familiar with the sound profile of the Urskog? Didn't I build one of those a long time ago? I don't really remember off the top of my head, but I think it was good. That's from Mechanist, right? Old spec function here. Yeah, I think I built one a while ago. The set really does great with the interesting details of the board. Yeah, I think so too. And I kind of want to use some of these things they sent. These are really cool. These like keycaps, these artisans, these metal things here. I think we'll put a star. It kind of works there. Starting to really like the keycap combination with colors. Yeah. And then these are the letters. Let's not use these ones. I want to use those like faces. This one here. I really want to use these. Oh, these are actually different profiles too. Oh, that works really well actually. Oh, this is like a full-on face. Oh, this is perfect for this. Wait, I really like this over here. That is super cool. And we'll use some of the hearts for the top as well. Dude, I really like these keycaps. The board, I think, needs a smidge of work. Like, the plate needs to be redone. I would still like some instruction manuals done. You know, maybe not. It's just a smidge of little things here and there. But these keycaps, I would strongly recommend they release them as soon as they can. These are awesome looking. Let's put a heart up here too. And then maybe we just do another heart for funsies. Fun, very fun. I would 100% buy those separately. Yeah, like the hearts are really pretty. What's your main site for artisans? I don't really buy artisans these days. But I don't have a main site because of that. You know, this doesn't sound half bad. So here's the board, how it turned out. I'm loving these artisans, by the way. We're using HMX switches, the F04 plate, no foam. I think this looks really cool. There's a lot of detailing going on, a lot of separate parts. For a price point of about $450, roughly, it could change. I don't know if that's the final price. They just said that's a rough estimate. I think this is pretty decent for $450. It's a it's a very part-heavy keyboard. Definitely more of a project you sit down and do. It looks, theme-wise, it is very nice. I think this is very cohesive theme-wise. It's not just like for the sake of being extra. I mean, they did extra very well. They did a lot of embellishments very well. And I really like that about this. A lot of fun little pieces about the board. I think it's enjoyable to build. If we had that other little locking thing, which unfortunately maybe they just forgot in our package here, but these things are even kind of cool. I didn't even notice these were a thing till afterwards. Again, that's where build instructions would make a lot more sense, but really cool board. Let's see what it sounds like. We'll fiddle around with some of the switches too, but yes, we're using HMX Hibiscus, FR4 plate, no foam. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I personally would have went FR4 here. I think maybe even a polycarbonate might have been a little bit better. I think an aluminum plate would have worked super nice for this, but I don't think the spacebar is low at all. It's higher to type on. It's not 20 mil like I would want. It's about 23 like I said. I measured it before stream. Oh, I need to tune the enter. Yeah, I mean, you could use the wrist rest to kind of just like put it in place for now here. I actually saw there's like washers for this too, so it doesn't like flop around, but does the wrist rest like change the sound profiles or just me? Huh? Am I going crazy? From my experiences, wrist rests do impact the sound. I've never noticed that before. I kind of like it more with the wrist rest. I mean, overall, it's a really cool themed keyboard. It sounds pretty good too. It feels really good, by the way. They did a really good job with the mounting system here. Like, it genuinely feels exactly how I like my keyboards, which is, it's not super, super soft. Like, you can kind of see it move when I press really, really hard. When you're typing, you're not going to notice that. But it has just that smidge of softness that I think works really well. It doesn't seem like it's impacted at all by having that mounting point over there, which I kind of had a feeling because it's done in such a soft manner that I didn't think it would super impact it. You know, I mean, I think the it's the HMX paired with the FR4. That makes it a little bit more on the high pitch side. Right Lego, these are the hibiscus ones. These are a lot deeper. I would say it's closer to like the macchiato switches. Ooh. You know, I really like this. This is nice. It's a nice board overall. This is pretty cool. What do you guys think? I don't think this is going to be for everyone. I really don't. Like, obviously, this is not going to hit for everyone. This is a very, very loud design. But actually pretty fun. The more I look at it, the more I like this coating. I think this board looks really sick, actually. I find it really cool. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's actually one thing too. Maybe not having these side wings, but also I like kind of just picking it up by that. But the purpose is so it can slide into place and just kind of, if you really want to, it's like extra. Sounds alright, and despite owning some Matrix boards, I think this is a bit much. I do think this is more over the top than some of the Matrix boards. I do. I can imagine my thumb getting sliced if I game too hard with the mouse. Nah, it's not sharp at all. Overall, my thoughts here, just before we do the giveaway thing. I think Miix has a really good product here. It looks like a lot of their stuff is very well designed. Like, it looks fun. And I think that's an important thing when you're looking into hobbies too. Not everything needs to be super timeless designs or, you know, very clear cut, very minimal. This is really fun. This is the silver version, yeah. They need to work on that plate. That plate right now is, I would not recommend. It's way too tight. Maybe that's some sort of error. They said they're already working on the daughter board being faced the wrong way. I would 100% include a build guide. Like that, I think that's super necessary for something more involved like this. Especially because this is definitely geared towards being more of a fun keyboard to build. And I think having just a little small build guide would add to that enjoyment. Overall though, like discovering all the little pieces of the board was very enjoyable. I really like this. I don't think this design is going to hit for everyone. I don't think this is going to be something that everyone's going to hit off with and be like, yeah, this is the board I'm sticking with. I don't think that's the case, but pretty cool. Miix is the only thing I think throws me off. I've always associated them with cheap keycaps. They did send over some stuff. Here, I'll show you guys this. I haven't actually seen any new InfiniKey stuff. Here, we'll run the giveaway now. But I'll show you guys some of the new InfiniKey stuff that they've worked on. But I also remember Miix being some of like the cheaper keycaps. Genuinely though, I inspected some of the keycaps now and I'm like, oh, these are actually pretty good. They have a list of clients that they work with, InfiniKey being one of them, because that's an obvious one we're about to show off. But let me quickly start up the giveaway thing. One sec, guys. Please don't spam. Keep Dweeb, thank you so much for the tier 2. Thank you very much. Boys, 5. And Hydrate got you. Alright. It's up if you guys want to enter for the Void 65. It's the red one. So I sent over this. This is not at all, they didn't ask me to take a look at this. They just said, if you want to, like, just show you some quality. I would say this is miles better than some of the old InfiniKey stuff. Like, you can already tell the Legends look so much better than some of the old InfiniKey stuff here. It is die sub. Even the thickness of some of the old InfiniKey stuff was thinner than this. And this is pretty decent thickness here. Legends are looking much, much cleaner. Like, much sharper. We'll kind of put this under a microscope here. Much sharper Legends. Hey, you know, the old bread and this looks so much better. Celeb Kim, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Kim. Appreciate it. I hope you've been having a good day today and you had a good stream. Actually, here's a good testament to maybe some of the new stuff they've been doing. Look at the legend on that. No fuzziness. No fuzziness at all, I'd say. That's pretty sharp. So that's really good to see that they've come a long way with these. If you guys don't know, if you guys want some history, Infinikey went through a bout of like, this is reverse die sub on these, yeah. Reverse die sub. There is, I don't know, I don't see any warping inwards. Maybe a smidge, but not super aggressive. Nothing that I can see, like, I don't know, that doesn't look very bad at all. But Infinikey, some history about Infinikey. They went through a bout of like just, they couldn't nail what they were going to do. I don't know if this is the same manufacturer they worked with originally, but this is pretty nice, gotta admit. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison. I can't give you that answer right now, meme god. I think the XMI stuff feels a bit thicker, if memory serves, but how's the kitting? I mean, I don't see any Alice space bars here, but you can probably still get it to work with an Alice. Kitting seems pretty normal, pretty average. I'd have to really dive into the kitting here, I'd say. But no, they seem like they've come a long way. They do have an impressive list of what they manufacture, though. That was kind of a... I think that's my camera, by the way. My camera has a bit of purple tint to it. It's not it's not indicative of what the keycaps actually look like. Cool. All right, you guys want to draw? By the way, Kimlin Win, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Shall we draw now? See who wins? And we'll talk a bit more about the board. All right, I'm gonna draw in 3, 2, 1, drawing. B-Star, congratulations, dude. Congrats on the win. Let me put you down here in my list. Where are you? Is B-Star in chat right now? Oh my fucking god. Hi, B-Star. How you doing, dude? All right, let's put you down. Can you message me on Twitch, and then I'll send you a a form to fill out. I saw him answer. We're good. $4.50 for this though. Let me plug it in. Let me see how it actually types here for a bit. Will do. Oop. Let's try a different spacebar too. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try a different spacebar right now. Congrats, man. We'll have more giveaways Sunday. Because I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow. So Sunday will be the next giveaway day. Let's try a vintage cherry switch on this. Ooh. I don't know if the vintage cherry goes super well on this. Then, you know, actually, cherry and FR4 is not my favorite combo. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't even know why I'm trying a cherry switch right now. I've always thought cherry does not work for me anyways super well on FR4. I think we should go with like an Obscura or something. Let me go get one. Yeah, I think we need, for FR4 anyways, if this was aluminum, oh man, I would love to use cherry. But you guys already know I'm not the biggest fan of FR4. And maybe that's something else to note about this keyboard. I really do hope they add more plate materials for people interested. Because I do think this is a really fun keyboard. Do I have any Obscuras? I should have a bunch, right? I have my testing ones right here. Ooh. Oh, that sounds nice. Ooh. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't mind the hibiscus switch. It wasn't bad. Like, I thought it was pretty good. These are the mode obscuras now for the spacebar. Damn, you know what? This keyboard does sound good. I'm just gonna say it. If they get... Ooh. I kind of like it without the... I kind of like it solo now. If they do an aluminum plate for this as an option, this should be a very, very easy decision for plates here. The wrist rest is super cute, yeah. Also, what's up, Stacy? How you doing? Yeah, from what I can tell, too, they're going to be selling versions without the wrist rest. So this is not going to be like, you're not forced to buy this. I don't know pricing. I'm thinking, I'm going to ask them if I can, when they do get, I guess, more information for me, I would like to kind of update you guys, because I do think this is a really fun project. It's really cool. I like Obscurus. What can I say, Taz? I do. I really want... Okay, I'm going to find out these for you guys. I'm literally going to send them an email tomorrow morning. Because I need to figure out when they're selling these. These are fucking sick. These little packs of artisans. I really need to get info on these guys. So, Stacy, this company sent out these packs of artisans that come in like these little cassette type things. So they had these artisans here. And they make, I don't know, I feel like these make cool like room decor as well. So they come in like little hard shell cases like this. There's even heart ones. These little faces. Just some other little fun designs. Yeah. Listen, I hope they don't take this the wrong way. I think the keyboard's super cool. Obviously, this is going to be for a very particular crowd. There's a few things that need to be worked on, but these keycaps are kind of stealing the show for me right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is such a fun idea, by the way. Such a fun idea. This is, by the way, this particular color here, this like stone textured gray was one of the colors that's offered for this, and this would be sick in this color. The packaging alone sells it. Yeah, like imagine having these in like a shelf or something. They just kind of look like little books, you know? Thanks, Oak. Appreciate you, dude. Super cool. All right. That was awesome. This is a fun build today. I really enjoyed this. I'm happy the board sounds really good. A lot of times with these really fun boards, you get a trade-off. Usually they don't really care about the internals, which is a bit of a bummer. But I feel like this turned out super good. Like, seriously. Link for those? They have no link yet. I need to get you guys a link. The intention today was to look at the keyboard, not so much those. I need to figure out a link. I'll post it in my Discord once I get it. I'll put it in the sales and news section there. Yeah, a little late for photos today. I feel like we went a little longer. Way longer than we normally do. But guys, today was fun. I had a blast streaming today. This was a fun board. To wrap things up, again, just one last time for someone tuning in, maybe wanting to know what I thought. I don't know. I feel like the board is fun. I feel like it works for people who are in this aesthetic. You really have to love this aesthetic. I think it sounds great. It feels really good. I don't love the front height of this personally. This is going to make it a very tough purchase for someone who doesn't like wrist rests and doesn't like high front heights. It is 23 mil. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it is a little above my comfort zone, for example. So something to consider when looking at this. The plate absolutely needs to be fixed before this thing launches. It is way too tight for even cherry stabs, which was fun. Funny. Not fun. It was not fun putting those things in. Kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest. And then, obviously, the daughter board they're fixing. And, they need to put a build guide. Absolutely. It's supposed to be an enjoyable build, which it was. I had a lot of fun building it. Discovering all the little pieces is cool, but I think a build guide would complement this to the max, dude. But how do you think the roller linears with an FR flight? I think roller linears would sound really good. They're kind of deeper sounding. So I do think FR4 and roller works well. But let's go find who we can raid. Thank you again for everyone for tuning in today. I hope everyone had a good time. Is anyone doing keyboards right now? Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Not me. I know, not you now. That's crazy. Someone's building a mode envoy. You want to just go raid them? Say hi to them? It's like a VTuber sort of thing going on. This one. I don't see anyone. It's like a VTuber. Oh, I have way too many things typed in here. Sure, let's go raid them. Say hi to them. Have a good one, everyone. Love you guys. I won't see you guys tomorrow. Oh, actually, maybe we will see you guys tomorrow because I want to build my Quantum. If I can get these cherry switches lubed in time, I'm going to, like, literally ending this stream, I'm going to be lubing switches. So I guess we'll see if I can get these done in time for tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, then maybe, like, Tuesday night I'll stream it. But yeah, Quantum happening 100% soon. I can't wait to build that board. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone had fun tonight. Bye, everyone, and see you very soon. Bye. Love you.